The press coverage of the war in Israel is completely biased. There is no objectivity whatsoever in the media coverage of this war. This war needs to end. The U.S. needs to negotiate for a complete ceasefire. Israel needs to stop the bombing. And the U.S. needs to negotiate to get all of the hostages out. This war needs to end. People need to think for themselves. This war is a really bad idea. And the bottom line is that the corporate-run media wants a war over there. Wars are about money and oil, and sometimes even control of land. It's obvious the corporate-run media wants another war over there. The military-industrial complex and the Pentagon and the corporations want a war with Russia, Syria, and Iran. There is a lot of oil left in most of the Middle East, and wars are about money and oil. That's all this is about, is making money for these corporations and the military-industrial complex. There is a ton of money in this, and that's a lot of the reason that the media coverage is so biased, because it's corporate-driven media. We don't need another war like we had in Iraq with President Bush II. We simply don't need more of these wars on terror that the U.S. cannot afford. We do not need another regime change war in the Middle East that our public treasury cannot afford, that we cannot get out of, and it's simply not worth it for the loss of life that could occur to American soldiers and others. The bottom line is that we can't afford this, we don't need this, and from what I've seen, the mass public in the United States does not want this. The U.S. and President Biden need to negotiate for a complete ceasefire now, get all the hostages out. This administration should be negotiating for peace and stability all over the world, especially within the Middle East. That's exactly what we need. Peace and stability all over the world, especially there. At that point, the U.S. needs to completely get out of this situation. We need to make the country safer here within the United States. We don't need another war in the Middle East that's going to drain the public treasury and chase these people all over the globe. It's simply not worth it. We should have learned our lesson 20 years ago. Thank you for your time. I want to take the time now to wish everybody best wishes in 24, a great holiday season, and a happy Thanksgiving. This is my last video of 23. I will return in late January of 24 with more well-researched videos on current events and public topics. I hope you tune in then. Once again, thank you for your time and consideration. I appreciate your comments as it helps me with the creation of these videos. It is a big help. So I hope to see more comments on there. Once again, thank you for your time and consideration. It's been a lot of fun this year doing these videos, and I will be doing a lot more in 2024. Best wishes in 24. I will see you then. It's free to subscribe.